Alright, guys. It is Dragon Age Origins Part 5. Let's get into it. Hey.
What is your desire?
Make out. Wow, he kissed you with his eyes open. Okay. Alright, Redcliff! Oh, Redcliff.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
What's on your mind?
I told you before how Al Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
So, you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard?
Ha! Yes, I guess it does at that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Does Loghain know?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it.
We can use this to our advantage, actually.
Oh, no. No, I don't like the sound of that, if that's where you're going. It was made very clear to me early on that there's no room for me on the throne. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Al Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard, oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
And what does that make me?
Some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens. Welcome to the club.
Hey, Thomas!
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
Out of my way, no time for tactile pools.
I'm not stopping you or anything. But have you even heard what's happened here? Has anyone?
There's a civil war going on, if you haven't noticed.
We heard news about the king and all the fighting. That was before everything started here. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Well, that's just typical, isn't it?
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Al Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Oh, Tegan, let's go. Let's go, Tegan. Tegan. Oh, Tegan.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe his lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill.
What a remarkable coincidence.
No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault. Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses, returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
You want my help? You don't know me.
I know Alistair, and I trust those he chooses to travel with. What do you say?
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle. Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss. I'm not here for glory. I would prefer being outside, but Perth has a point. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible. I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Undead? Spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing, none of them pleasant.
This is hardly the time to be discussing personal details, don't you think? We will have to fight for our lives very shortly. I beg your pardon, my lady. Where are my manners? What would you like to know? Oh, you mean, am I married? No, I've never had the pleasure. If I did, I'd be lucky to find a woman as lovely as yourself. If I may be so bold, what of you, my lady? Are you married?
We're just... see if Zeveran gets jealous.
I find that hard to believe. Surely that is a crime somewhere. But I am too bold, my lady. This is hardly the time for such banter. Please accept my apology.
For what? I'm not offended.
You're too kind, my lady. Amongst many other things.
Alright.
Good, then my secrets are still safe. I was worried for a moment there. Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
I want to go home.
Shut up, kid.
Why can't we go home?
Because there are ghosts attacking you. Caitlin.
Sorry. Am I bothering you?
Yeah.
I'll try to be more quiet.
Ew. Good, I'll leave you to your sniveling.
I'll just stay out of your way, miss. Don't mind me none. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Morgan approves.
Their numbers just keep growing each night.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Hey,
Tell
Murdoch,
them
you
to
need a new
maintain
outfit.
what? So you're the Grey Warden, are you?
Uh-huh.
I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
Okay, first off, back up. Sir, I could beat your ass.
Well, now, that's just great. As if we weren't nervous enough as it was. Now we've got magic, too.
More than you realize, even.
We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't
This
take me
man
for
just
being
made
an
my
ingrate or nothing.
naughty list.
That's good. The survival rate of ingrates is remarkably low, so I hear.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village. providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Zeveran coming in. Zeveran and Morrigan coming in to have my back. Alistair just sits there like it's normal. I'm just saying, okay. Okay. Have faith, good man, we'll defeat. That sounds likely.
Yes, well, I haven't given up hope. Not yet, anyway. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
I have questions.
Oh? Ask away.
Tell me what's happened here.
Don't rightly know. We heard the Arl was sick and getting worse, but after a while we heard nothing at all. A few folks went up to the castle to see what was going on. They couldn't get in. Nobody was there, not a soul. And then those horrid creatures attacked the village. They were everywhere. People dying. It was awful. Good thing Ban Tegan was here.
Do you know anything about the illness?
No. I know the Arlessa sent the knights out for a cure. You can ask Sir Perth about it. He was one of them.
Sounds like she's a sketchy bitch. What are you gonna do? Where can I get supplies?
If you want weapons and such, you'd go to the blacksmith, but there isn't much left there. Commerce isn't exactly our biggest concern right now, but you might want to speak to Lloyd at the tavern. I wouldn't trust him, though. All right. The men are in poor spirits. They're frightened and believe they're going to die tonight. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop, and the men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning. We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Well, I'll get him talking. Just watch. Why does he refuse?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
You know what? I feel like that's a very illogical and counterintuitive approach to take if he wants people to get to the castle, but, you know, let's see. Alright, I need to see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
It won't, but you know. Alright, let's go harass a bunch of people, shall we? At this rate, it'll take me a week to raise 100 men. Alright, hi! Oh yeah, Bella. Ooh. It's always weird seeing someone in a game who has my name. What are you doing?
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'd have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
What do you know about that elf in the corner?
Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy.
She looks pretty good, and it's all because of me and my teeth mods, so you're welcome. Shouldn't you be at the chantry?
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh. Well, good luck to you then.
I should go.
Keep safe.
Hi, Berwick.
Not looking for company.
Strange seeing a fellow elf here.
And that's all we have in common.
What's that mean?
I'm not here to talk.
You're simply here to act suspiciously, I take it.
What? I'm not acting suspiciously.
Oh, now that was convincing.
Look, you're very pretty and all, but I was told to... just leave me alone.
Zeveran literally has my back all the time, and I freaking love it. I'm in love. Okay. What do you mean? What were you told to do?
Nothing. Nobody told me to do anything. Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
I didn't tell you that. And how do you know I'm a Grey Warden?
I just, overheard it, that's all. If you'll excuse me, I want to get to the Chantry before the sun goes down.
Stop right there and answer my question, or else.
All right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
Who are they who hired you to do this?
A tall fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man, Terran Logain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong.
What are you supposed to watch the castle for?
Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
So you know how this happened, tell me now.
I don't know anything about these creatures. When the Arl got sick, I got scared that people would think I was involved. But I swear I don't know anything about it. They sent me to watch. Maybe they knew the Arl would get sick. I don't know.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it. Do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
I do believe you. I think, I want to kill him. I think you should help defend Redcliff tonight.
Oh, all right. I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
Ugh. Bruh, you wanna trade?
Hello there, friend.
Hi.
Can't say we've ever met before.
Nope.
Stranger to the village, I take it.
Yep.
Haven't had many travelers lately.
Okay.
All this nonsense is bad for business.
Yep.
Bet you regret coming, yes?
Nah.
Brave words. Brave words. Well, we'll see when night falls, won't we?
Apparently.
So, what'll it be? You are here to
Ale.
drink, I hope.
Ale. Let's see what you have. Let's see what you have.
Right. I've got some supplies, too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
I'm gonna run back here and say, excuse me, if I can steal anything, I sure can't. Bell. Young Bella. Okay, I can't go in there. I can't go in there. Ooh, I need to talk to this guy up here, I'm pretty sure.
Antiva has a long tradition of royal bastards.
You don't say.
Oh yes, they've led wars to claim the throne. Some of them have become kings. In fact, I'd say the current royal line in Antiva stems from bastard blood several times over.
Well, aren't you just chock full of useless trivia today?
Sadly, whenever a royal bastard rears their head in public and declares themselves, it often goes poorly for them.
Let me guess. They get assassinated.
Only the very popular ones.
And the unpopular ones?
Well, they get by somehow, I'm sure. There was one fellow who did quite well working as a prostitute, based on his uncanny resemblance to the king, charged a fortune.
Couldn't afford him, I take it.
That cynicism will serve you well, my friend. Hold on to it.
Zeveran basically just told Alistair that he could become a prostitute for a life living.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude.
Call me Grey Warden, for that's what I am.
Grey Warden it is, then, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliff. For now, my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Oh well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
You mentioned something about the urn?
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here. We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Alessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish. Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliff. I wonder if they perished there, or transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood. Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliff and heard the news of strange attacks. The Owl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told. We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered. That gladdens my heart to hear it. As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Alright, time for the mother to bless these boys. And then we gotta kick the blacksmith's ass into action. It's gonna be great. Hey.
Go away. Curse you.
Curse
Leave me
you.
in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left. Alright, just don't destroy anything, damn you.
Somebody's been drinking.
So, I open the door. I've got nothing of value for you. The military's taken whatever I had. So if you're here to beat on a sad old man, then all I ask is you get on with it. I don't have much to live for as it is. Can't say that's much of your business. I'll probably be dead when the monsters come here tonight regardless. If you think you can intimidate me more than them, then you're free to try. I've been drinking since I got up this afternoon. That makes, 3 days, maybe more. My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Honestly, pathetic. I have empathy, but think it through, man. Nobody can go up there to break in until we deal with the people being attacked here. Think it through. Think it through. Okay. I'll rescue your daughter. You can't send anyone, that's insane, or you could work to help save her.
I'm an old man. Everyone knows we aren't making it through the night. Or are you going to save us? Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night. Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
What's stopping me from lying to you?
Nothing besides your conscience. You got one of them.
Last time I checked.
Then I'll take what I can get and leave the rest to the Maker's grace.
Alright. I'm not promising anything. I promise I'll find her.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
And I suppose there's no point in me sitting around, is there? Time to relight the forge and get the smithy going, eh?
Yeah, chop chop.
Murdoch will be pleased. If you need anything done, well, just let me know.
Make me a new staff?
I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me. Find my Velena. That's all I want.
Whatever, dude. Morgan! What was I supposed to do? We had to get him to do something. Let's steal his stuff. Will that make you feel better? My gosh. What am I supposed to do? Girl? Okay.
Let us pray. You are of
Placebos
elven
work
blood
too.
and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
Thanks for noticing, but I'm kinda... my hands are tied, so... Is there a reason I shouldn't help?
Many elves claim we wouldn't do the same in return.
Probably not.
I would like to think that is not true, but I cannot speak for all. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task? I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give. I can pray with them and give them my blessing, but Sir Perth wants me to call upon the Maker to shield them from evil.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that. You dare threaten me to lie to these poor men? To tell them the Maker protects them when he does not?
Absolutely.
Very well. Though I loathe doing this, you leave me no option. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
What do you think I've been doing, man? I'm a bully. It's exactly what I tried to be. I'm a bully, but I get what I want, Mother Hannah. I take him. The dwarves. Caitlin's home. Oh, right. She was gonna tell me about, like, some sword or something. There's, like, some... Oh. Open it.
Ah! What are you doing? All right, I'll come out.
Hi.
Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm.
Not gonna hurt you. Go get lost.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Guys, we don't get that sword. Alright. Dwarf boys. Dwin. Lock pick. Break. Lock. Pick the door. Break the lock open.
Wonderful. Intruders.
Hi.
I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Yeah. You're talking to a mage. You care to rephrase that?
You know what? In the interest of keeping my face from bursting into flame, I think I will.
Good.
The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you.
Is it?
Now, kindly tell me why you're here.
Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Either die out there or die here and now.
So, that's what it comes down to, huh?
Yeah.
Fine. I'll go. If you want me out there so badly.
I do. Good man.
Spoken like someone who doesn't know me very well. Go tell Murdoch you won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
Oh, I'll be there. Don't worry. Alright. Caitlin, general store. But no one's there, right? I was told no one is in here. Barrel.
It shall be done.
Okay. Alright, Murdoch. Let me, first of all... I'm gonna go give these boys in blue. Do you think that's basically what Templars are, like police? Is that their equivalent? Nah. Not exactly. They're like Dementors.
The Knights of Redcliff are ready to fight at your disposal.
Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many monasteries aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully.
A fine tactic, provided it actually kills them and you don't end up having to deal with flaming undead.
Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
You said you wanted holy protection?
Have you spoken to the revered mother?
Sure have.
Has she offered anything?
Well, I bullied her into it. Here's some amulets, have fun.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
You think it could actually help?
Of course I do. These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Nah. Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
Ready to make my stainless with this sundown.
Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
Nah.
Then good luck to you. You'll need it.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
As you say.
The barricades! We need help! Come on! We need to hurry!
Dawn arrives, and we survived the night. We
You're
are
welcome.
victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, dear lady. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
There's still much to do, Bontigan.
Surely these people deserve some small celebration, don't you think? There is time yet.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliff.
Oh.
Sir Perth, valiant knight in the service of Arl Eamon of Redcliff, we salute you. Murdoch of Redcliff, mayor and beloved father, we salute you.
Ooh.
You and so many others who have perished here, walk with he who is your maker. Long may you know the peace of his love.
Remain silent.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there. Odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all. But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family.
That's convenient.
Perhaps I should have gone into the castle earlier, but I could not leave the villagers. Maker's breath.
Tigan, thank the Maker you yet live.
Isolde, you're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly.
And I need you to return with me, Tegan. Alone.
First of all, I pretty much hate this woman. Second of all, I'd like to kill her in this playthrough, but also sort of in real life. Okay, why don't we all go to the castle, Isolde?
What? Who is this woman, Tegan?
You remember me, Lady Isolde, don't you?
Alistair. Of all the... Why are you here?
Oh, I hate her.
They are Grey Wardens, Isolde. I owe them my life.
Pardon me, I would exchange pleasantries, but... considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde, we had no idea anyone was even alive within the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Tegan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and haunt the living. The Mage responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Tegan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do.
Do you think he's actually Connor's uncle? Or father? I'm just wondering. What about Eamon? Is he still alive? You don't seem to care so much, Isolde.
He is. He is being kept alive so far, thank the Maker.
Kept alive? Kept alive by what?
Something the Mage unleashed. So far, it allows Eamon, Connor, and myself to live. The others were not so fortunate. It killed so many, and turned their bodies into walking nightmares. Once it was done with the castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but I do not know why. It allowed me to come for you, Tegan, because I begged, because I said Connor needed help.
Tell me about this Mage you mentioned.
He is an infiltrator, I think. One of the castle staff. We discovered he was poisoning my husband. That is why Eamon fell ill.
Eamon was poisoned?
He claims an agent of Terran Logain's hired him. He may be lying, however. I cannot say.
Why do I get the feeling you aren't telling us everything?
I beg your pardon? That's a rather impertinent accusation.
Impertinent for an elf, you mean?
No, I did not mean... That is to say, please, stop this. An evil I cannot fathom holds my son and husband hostage. I came for help. What more do you want from me?
The
Tegan,
truth?
I do not have much time. What if it thinks I'm betraying it? It could kill Connor. Please come back with me. Must I beg?
Why does he have to go alone?
For Connor's sake. I promised I would return quickly and only with Tegan. Tegan, I know you could order your men to follow me when I return to the castle. I beg you not to. For Connor's sake.
Do you think this evil comes from some demon?
I do not know.
No, you're daft.
Oh, Maker's mercy. Could it truly be a demon? I can't let it hurt my Connor. You must come back with me, Tegan. Please.
Enough questions. Let's figure out what to do.
The king is dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Tegan.
Bad move.
Bless you.
There's a mistake. You're gonna get yourself killed.
I cannot let Isolde return alone. Perhaps I can help Connor or Eamon. Perhaps this is really a trap, but this is my family. I must try. I have no illusions of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
Bye.
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say?
Alright, good. This is the way I prefer it.
Then it's for the best. I would prefer to go inside with you, but I have no choice in the matter.
Yeah, you have a choice.
I don't think we can afford to strip any of the few defenders the village has left, just in case. Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable.
You just gave me the go-ahead. Everyone's expendable except for Eamon. Duly noted, my guy. I could stop you from doing this, you know.
So you could, but what would be the point? Do you really want to endanger my little nephew, and especially my brother? I don't. But I can delay no longer. Allow me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
Alright. You made your choice. Bye.
It shall be done.
Hi! Okay.
Hello? Is there someone out there? Who is it?
Joan.
Why, all that's wholly you. I can't believe it.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Maker's breath, how did you get here? I never thought I'd see you again, of all people.
Yeah, you disappeared, man. What have they done to you?
What they do to all traitors and would-be assassins. I wouldn't be surprised if they sent you to finish me off.
And you would deserve it.
I understand why you're angry. They told you I poisoned our Lehman, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
For all I know, he's already dead.
He's not dead, at least not yet.
He's not? That's a relief. I can't tell you how much. Please, I know how it seems. Poisoning the Arl was a terrible thing. But I'm not behind everything else happening here, I swear. Before I say anything else, I need to ask you a question. You can do whatever you feel you need to afterward, but I need to know. What became of Lily?
Oh.
They didn't hurt her, did they? The thought that she might have paid for my crime.
The Chantry sent her away, I don't know where.
Oh, my poor Lily, she must hate me now, if she even lives. What have I done? So, here we are again, the two of us. What happens now?
I just want to know how you ended up here, involved in all this.
I know it looks suspicious, but I'm not responsible for the creatures and the killings in the castle. I was already imprisoned when all that began. At first, Lady Isolde came here with her men, demanding that I reverse what I'd done. I thought she meant my poisoning of the Arl. That's the first I heard about the walking corpses. She thought I'd summoned a demon to torment her family and destroy Redcliff. She had me tortured. There was nothing I could do or say that would appease her. So, they left me to rot.
Why'd you poison the Arl?
I was instructed to by Terran Loghain. I was told that Arl Eamon was a threat to Ferelden, that if I dealt with him, Loghain would settle matters with the Circle. All I wanted was to be able to return. But he abandoned me here, didn't he? Everything's fallen apart. I never thought it would end like this. Maker, I've made so many mistakes. I've disappointed so many people. I wish I could go back and fix it. I just want to make everything right again.
It's weird because it feels like I haven't been running with this crew for a very long time, but you know, the things went down at the end of my time in the Circle. He disappeared. I got conscripted by the Wardens. I was in the battle. And now I've been running around. I guess in that time he could have popped up in Denerim, and for some reason Loghain was like, hey, this random mage, let's use him. I don't know how. It's probably been a couple months, I presume. I'm going down the Blood Mage path as well, which I'm gonna learn from the demon at the end of this. So I'm not gonna harass him about being a Blood Mage because that's my lane too. Why'd you listen to Terran Loghain of all people?
Why wouldn't I? I was desperate, and this is Terran Loghain we're talking about for Andraste's sake. Why wouldn't I believe him?
So Terran Loghain hired you to poison Arl Eamon.
Connor had started to show signs. Lady Isolde was terrified the Circle of Magi would take him away for training.
Connor? A mage? I can't believe it.
She sought an apostate, a mage outside the Circle, to teach her son in secret so he could learn to hide his talent. Her husband had no idea.
How much magic did you teach Connor?
Some. But he's still very young. He can barely cast a minor spell, never mind something more powerful. At least not intentionally. I have thought about it, and it's possible Connor could have inadvertently done something to tear open the veil. With the veil to the Fade torn, spirits and demons could infiltrate the castle. Powerful ones could kill and create those walking corpses.
Yeah, I mean, it was green. It gives you all those dead guy that Aragorn conscripts, those ghost boys, but it also gives you the Fade, because the Fade often is represented by the green puff, the green realm. Why would Isolde be frightened of her son becoming a mage? We're epic.
Because he would be taken away forever. A mage cannot inherit a title, even the son of a powerful Arl.
Oh, yeah.
She's also a pious woman. Her son having magic was humiliating.
So, she needs to unpack her own prejudices. She and Alistair can go to therapy together, and probably everyone else mostly in the game, especially the character I'm playing right now. I'm messed up. I know that. I'm playing the messed up role here. I can't name a single person who doesn't need therapy in this whole game right now. We can all go together, but separately, but together. You know what I mean? Okay. I think I understand.
The Arl's a decent man. I wondered how he could possibly be the threat Loghain said he was, but I did it anyway. I'm such a fool.
Yes, you are.
I'm just sick of running away and hiding from what I've done. I'm going to try to fix it any way I can. We were friends once. I know I don't deserve to call you that after what I did. If it ever meant anything, please help me fix this.
It helped you once in the name of friendship.
And I betrayed you. And Lily. I'm sorry. So sorry. Please, I'm begging you, won't you help me try and do one thing right in my life?
I say this boy could still be of use to us, but if not, then let him go. Why keep him prisoner here?
Hey, let's not forget he's a blood mage. You can't just set a blood mage free.
Better to slay him. Better to punish him for his choices. Is this Alistair who speaks, or the Templar?
I'd say it's common sense. We don't even know the whole story yet.
Give me a chance, please.
How will you make things right?
I tried to save anyone still up there. There must be something I can do.
That's commendable if it's true.
I'm glad you think so. So what now?
I'm letting you out of your cell. Don't try anything. Oh, I never did this before. I think I just told him to run all the times before.
You're letting me out? And what then?
Come with me, that's what.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. I'd like to help out, but I'm not so sure I want to follow you into danger exactly.
Isn't that what you just said? Beggars can't be choosers. Come or stay there.
Then I will wait. If you change your mind, I will be here.
Jarwin! Yawit, whatever. Jowin. Fine! I'm pissed.
What is your desire?
You make out. Hey. Why couldn't they say that out loud? It's hilarious. What if I want to make out in a dark cell with drips and stuff and right in front of Jowen? Okay.
So these are our visitors? The ones you told me about, Mother?
Yes, Connor.
And this is the one who defeated my soldiers? The ones I sent to reclaim my village?
Yes.
And now it's staring at me. What is it, Mother? I can't see it well enough.
This is an elf, Connor. You You've seen elves before. We have them here in the castle.
Oh, I remember. I had their ears cut off and fed to the dogs. The dogs chew for hours. Shall I send it to the kennels, Mother?
Connor, I beg you. Don't hurt anyone.
Mother? What's happening? Where am I?
Oh, thank the Maker. Connor, can you hear me?
Get away from me, fool woman! You are beginning to bore me.
Grey Warden, please don't hurt my son. He is not responsible for what he does.
What did you do with Van Tegan?
Here I am. Here am I.
I like him better this way. No more yelling. Now he amuses me.
Connor didn't mean to do this. It was that mage, the one who poisoned Demon. He started all this.
He didn't.
He summoned this demon. Connor was just trying to help his father.
And made a deal with the demon to do so? Foolish child.
It was a fair deal. Father is alive, just as I wanted. Now it's my turn to sit on the throne and send out armies to conquer the world. Nobody tells me what to do anymore.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody! Ha 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 ha!
Quiet, Uncle! I warned you what would happen if you kept shouting, didn't I? Yes, I did. But let's keep things civil. This woman will have the audience she seeks. Tell us, woman, what have you come here for?
Okay, say it condescending, why don't you? I came hoping to find Van Tegan.
Uncle? But Uncle Tegan is right here. Say hello, Uncle.
Hello, Uncle.
Dear Uncle was very full of himself earlier today. I think being a jester rather suits him. Don't you, Mother?
I don't think...
Of course you don't! Ever since you sent the knights away, you do nothing but deprive me of my fun. Frankly, it's getting dull. I crave excitement and action. This woman spoiled my sport by saving that stupid village. And now, she'll repay me.
Oh. Tegan.
Is it just me?
Tegan.
Or did I do really badly back there?
Are you all right?
I am better now, I think. My mind is my own again.
Blessed Andraste. I would never have forgiven myself had you died. Not after I brought you here. The fool I am. Please. Connor's not responsible for this. There must be some way we can save him.
Are you sure Connor's not Tegan's son? Are we sure? Are we sure? Okay. You knew about this all along.
Yes. I didn't tell you because I believed we could help him. I still do.
How?
Clearly the child is an abomination. There is only one way to stop it.
He's not always the demon you saw. Connor is still inside him, and sometimes he breaks through. Please, I just want to protect him.
Isn't that what started this? You hired the mage to teach Connor in secret, to protect him.
If they discovered Connor had magic, then they'd take him away. I thought if he learned just enough to hide it, then...
So you have no idea that the man you hired was an assassin?
None. I trusted Logain. Why wouldn't I? How could I have suspected the mage he sent would be a murderer?
And Eamon knew nothing of your plans. Do you not realize what you've done, Isolde?
Eamon would only demand we do the right thing. I was not going to lose my son. Not to magic.
You already did, smart one. And now you may lose him anyway, and so much more.
No. No, please. There must be another way. There must be something we can do.
Where is Arl Eamon? I don't care about your son.
Upstairs in his room. I think the demon has been keeping him alive.
So if we destroy the demon, then...
Then my husband may perish.
Great.
Yes.
Where's Connor now, and why did he run?
I think he ran upstairs, to the family quarters.
Violence scares him. I know that sounds strange. He may have run up to his room,
or he might be waiting in ambush.
I don't know. The fighting may have scared Connor into coming out again, and so he ran.
So you're saying he may be vulnerable?
Perhaps. Is there no other way?
What are our options?
I wouldn't normally suggest slaying a child, but he's an abomination. I'm not sure there's any choice.
No? What about the mage? He could know something of this demon. If he still lives, we could speak to him.
He's down in the dungeon, still alive.
Then we should bring him here immediately. I do not know how much we can trust him. But we must find out what he knows. Tegan, could you find him?
I will try. Though if he resists, I will not hesitate to kill him. I'll return shortly.
Jowen, come through. Oh, there he is.
You're lucky to be alive, Jowen. After all you've done.
I didn't summon any demon, Lady Isolde. But I did poison the owl, and that started all this. I'm willing to help if you'll let me. The demon in Connor needs to be destroyed. Killing Connor is the easiest way to do that, certainly. But there is another way. A mage could confront the demon in the Fade, without hurting Connor himself.
What do you mean? Is the demon not within Connor?
Not physically. The demon approached Connor in the Fade while he dreamt, and controls him from there. We can use the connection between them to find the demon.
You can enter the Fade, then? And kill the demon without hurting my boy?
No, but I can enable another mage to do so. It normally requires lyrium and several mages. But I have... blood magic.
Blood magic uses a life... yeah, we're not condemning him for the blood magic, because it's sick. In a good way. Blood magic uses the life force of others as raw mana.
Yes, that's right. The ritual I know, it requires life energy. A lot of it. All of it, in fact.
So, someone must die? Someone must be sacrificed?
Yes, and then we send another mage into the Fade. I can't enter because I'm doing the ritual. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. It's not much of an option.
Something to consider.
I agree. And I offer my own life. I will be the sacrifice.
What? Isolde, are you mad? Eamon would never allow this.
Either someone kills my son to destroy that thing inside him, or I give my life so my son can live. To me, the answer is clear.
Blood magic. How can more evil be of any help here? Two wrongs don't make a right.
It does seem like a sensible choice, with a willing participant.
Connor is blameless in this. He should not have to pay the price.
You're the mage here, not I, my friend. It's you who would be going into the Fade. The decision is yours.
There must be another way to enter the Fade.
You can find lyrium and more mages at the Circle of Magi, if they would even do it.
Circle Tower is not far from here.
That is an excellent point. One of the treaties is also for the Circle of Magi, after all.
The tower is about a day's journey across the lake. You could attempt to get the mage's help.
But what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
Perhaps not then.
Still, we must make a decision.
Are you sure ready to die, Lady Isolde?
If there is even a chance to save Connor, I am.
You rest your hopes on this young mage? He poisoned Eamon, and he could take your life power and attack for all we know.
He would be a fool to try. No, I am willing to take his word. I would give my life for the chance to undo what I have done.
I still do not agree, but it cannot be my choice.
Then I know what we must do.
My son awaits your decision. Make it quickly.
Let Jowen cast a ritual.
Thank you. If this will save my son, then I am not afraid.
Then who will go into the Fade? Will it be you?
Yeah, I'll go.
You have my eternal gratitude. May the Maker go with you.
Then let's get this started.
I've done the harrowing already. Jowen hasn't. Was dramatic. Oh, we're back. Oh, Alistair. I romanced you before with this.
I can hear you! I'm coming!
Hello, puppet. Hi.
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form and stand in my domain. It is here I am most powerful. And yet I have no wish to engage your power, nor should you be so eager to engage mine. Perhaps we should converse instead?
Wow. Desire Demon, hey. Whew. Didn't know if Connor was old enough for that. I'm willing to talk.
Ah, good. I prefer reasonable negotiation whenever possible. Your goal is for me to release the boy's soul. Is that right?
I just need the father. I care not for the boy.
The boy is useless to me without the father. I release one. I release both. What if you could persuade me to leave voluntarily? No fuss, no bloodshed.
And why would you do such a thing?
So you will at least consider it? Let me make a proposition then. I abandon the boy. For now. But I retain the contract he and I made. And many years from now, I may return and claim what is mine. This will be long after whatever you want is done. In exchange, I will provide something of value to you. Something you desire. What say you?
So what would you give me exactly?
I offer much. Power, knowledge, pleasure. What is it you desire?
Keep it simple, something to increase my talents.
Then it is a deal. You'll have what you desire, and I'll leave as if destroyed. For now, I wish you luck, dear creature. You shall certainly need it.
Why are they making out over there? What's happening? Is that Connor? No. Maybe? What's happening? What did I do? Oh, it's Isolde, isn't it? Oh, no, it's everybody. Oh, they're, so who's fancy enough to get sent out in a boat? Who gets burnt at a pyre, and which one is better? Or is everyone sent out in a boat and the pyre is just so they can light their arrows? Very Viking-esque of them. I did not expect that. I didn't remember that. Good on them. It feels proper, no matter the person. Unless they had specific other directives in their will.
So it is over. Connor is his old self. He does not seem to remember anything, which is a blessing. I suppose we will need to send him to the Circle of Magi's tower for training once the war is over. It's so odd to think of the boy as a mage, of all things, should Eamon recover. I'm not sure how I will tell him of all this. Isolde is dead, yet her sacrifice saved their son. There is still the matter of Jowan. He performed the ritual and did not deceive us. In a way, he saved Connor's life even though he killed Isolde. I'm unsure what to make of this. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate. If he doesn't recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think?
I would like him released.
Released? This mage is a Maleficar. Even if I ignore his crimes, I cannot simply unleash him on the land.
Why not? He's proven he can be trusted. Why not? This isn't your problem. I don't know which appeals to him more. He's proven he can be trusted.
Perhaps you are correct. But that is Eamon's decision, not mine. I'm sorry. Jowan stays in the dungeon for now. But our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him. As odd as it may seem, the quest Isolde sent the knights on may be our only hope. We must find the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Another way to kill him? What about magic?
It has been tried, and we will continue trying. Perhaps the demon's absence will make a difference. However, the relic is another option. Eamon funded the research of a Denerim scholar, a brother Genetivi. He's been trying to decipher the inscriptions on Andraste's birth rock. When Eamon fell ill, Isolde sent her knights to Genetivi in the hopes that he had finally discovered the location of Andraste's final resting place. They were unable to find him. In desperation, Isolde sent others in search of the brother or some clue of the urn's location.
I have Darkspawn to contend with, boy.
Eamon is well respected and powerful. He can pull Ferelden together. If you wish to fight the Darkspawn, you will need him.
And what will you be doing?
I must organize Eamon's knights as they return, draft new soldiers, and prepare the army to fight. I shall hand Redcliff back to Eamon when he awakens, and in a state where it can be of some use in the coming war. Truly, what other choice do I have?
Alright. What do I get for seeking out this urn?
I have nothing to give you, except, if we are fortunate, my brother and the armies he can muster. But for that, we need the urn. If you wish more, speak with him once he is revived.
Boo. Alright. Alright. I'll see.
No one else can. Even if I wished to do it myself, I cannot abandon Redcliff to its own devices. Perhaps you could seek out the brother's home in Denerim and see if any clues remain on his whereabouts. It is the only place to begin the search, I think. I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding. I wish you luck, and may the Maker go with you.
Whatever, dude. Literally, how long has he been like this and they've kept him in his freaking robes? He should be tucked in covers in a nightgown, and I stand by that. This is not how a sick man should be dressed. I really remember having a fight at those ramparts against people coming through this gate. I guess I'm insane. Or maybe it comes later and it's not against undead, it's against real people. Logan's. Oh.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliff.
What's on your mind?
You let Lady Isolde sacrifice herself with blood magic. How could you do that?
You think I should have killed the little boy instead?
We could have gone to the Circle of Magi. We could have tried harder. We should have tried something that didn't involve blood magic. That's for sure. This is the Jarl's son we're talking about here. What do you think he'll say when we revive him?
That it was all for his benefit?
I just don't know how you could do it, how you could make that decision. I owe the Jarl more than this.
So this is about you and him and not me at all?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. I suppose it's done, isn't it? It'll have to be enough. Oh, why am I getting on your back about it? You did what you had to. It's just... all this death. Never mind. Let's just stop there before I do more than shove my foot in my mouth like an idiot.
I'm sorry, Alistair. I really... Oh.
What is your desire?
Could you ask a question?
Very well, but I consider this pillow talk.
Oh, pillow talk. So tell me about your adventures.
My adventures? I'm hardly an old man just returned from across the ocean, am I? Should I shake my fist at nearby children while I talk about the good old days?
Yeah, please do. You certainly talk like you've had adventures.
Falling down a flight of stairs is an adventure. Falling into someone's bed, also an adventure. I am assuming what you're looking for are professional anecdotes. Let's see, my second mission ever for the Crows was a bit intriguing. I was sent to kill a mage who had been meddling in politics.
The Crows were willing to ingress the Circle of Magi?
In Antiva, nobody is too important to escape the reach of the Crows. They've killed kings and queens. That is simply how it is. As it turned out, the mage in question was quite a delightful young woman. Long, divine legs, as I recall. I caught her in a carriage on her way to escape to the provinces. After I killed her guard, she got down on her hands and knees and begged for her life. Rather aptly, I might add. So I joined her in the carriage for the night and left the next morning.
After killing her anyhow?
Yes, but not on purpose, actually. The woman had actually convinced me to speak to the Crows on her behalf. What can I say? I was young and foolish at the time. Then, as I was kissing her goodbye to return to Antiva City, she slipped on the threshold and fell backwards out of the carriage. Broke her neck. Shame, really, but at least it happened quickly.
Were you upset?
At first, yes. Well, not upset. Surprised is really a better word. Then I found out that she had told the driver to take her to Janellen instead. She had planned to lose me in the provinces. I would have looked very foolish to the Crows. As it was, my master was very impressed that I had done such a fine job of making it look like an accident. The Circle of Magi was unaware of foul play, and everyone was happier all around.
Dang, dude. You got lucky.
I got stupid, in fact, and very lucky. It was after that when I learned that one needn't let a pretty face go to your head. Professionalism was key. That's my moral of the day, you see.
Makes it difficult for me. You never mix business with pleasure.
Well, there is you. But I'll point out that you did have to capture me and tie me up first. Every rule has its exception. Now that I've mentioned tying me up in that context, do we have extra rope about?
Oh, I'll find extra rope. Are you kidding? Okay, I think that's it for tonight. I need to get some shut-eye, but I'll definitely be back tomorrow. Oh my gosh. It's the morning. Good morning. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I hope to see you next time. It's been great. I love Dragon Age so much. So stay tuned. All right, bye.